New questions are being asked about Britain's controversial border controls after a court heard how guns were smuggled through a major British airport on an industrial scale. For 6 months, an American citizen was bringing lethal pistols into Britain in suitcases through Manchester Airport. Today, a Liverpool man was convicted of helping to get the weapons into the hands of the criminal underworld. Our North of England correspondent, Morland Sanders, has the story.
8 rounds, 2 seconds, 1 purpose. These are the types of weapons that American gunrunner Stephen Greeno was bringing into the UK. The former US Marine was a regular at this store, buying at least 81 weapons over a 6-month period. Guns that were put into the hands of the criminal underworld by Stephen Cardwell, a Greeno accomplice, according to a jury in Liverpool today. Detectives believe 63 guns made it into the UK, and ballistic experts have linked them to a number of armed incidents, one fatal. But it's how the guns were getting here in the first place, which is perhaps the most significant question. You'd hope it would be a story of complex methods, of shady middlemen and a remote harbour. Well, it was much more simple than that. Stephen Greeno was breaking down the weapons, putting them into his bags, checking onto a flight at a US airport, and then walking straight through the arrivals hall here at Manchester.
I'm astonished at this. I would have thought with the very high level of security that we have at our airports, it was simply not possible to be able to bring a gun in, let alone the numbers that are involved in this case.
UK airports do not routinely screen incoming baggage. In the United States, where the guns were checked in, it is the responsibility of the Transport Security Administration. They told Channel 4 News that firearms and firearm components are not prohibited from checked baggage, but they must be declared by the passenger to check-in staff. And putting our security in the methods of the departure airport is something that we may just have to put up with.
I'm afraid not an awful lot can be done to prevent this sort of thing from happening again. It is the simple fact that if you are determined, if you have some degree of knowledge as to how things work, that you can smuggle pretty much anything you want onto an aeroplane.
This gun-running operation arguably exposes further weaknesses in our creaking border controls. But perhaps of more immediate concern is that some 50 of the weapons smuggled through Manchester Airport have yet to be recovered by the police, presumably still in the hands of gangsters. Morland Sanders, Channel 4 News, Manchester.